Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we are going to be looking at this right here. And this is the new CCA BC04. Now, CCA has come out with a couple of different ones recently. It's good to see new stuff from them. This is a 102 decibels, 20 to 20 kilohertz. Cable material is 4N OFC silver-plated cable, very similar to what KZ has, only this one has TRN connectors. Those are the wide QDC-looking ones. It doesn't tell me what the pins are, what size. I'm going to assume 0.78, but I'm not 100% sure. Patented ear tips, patented ear fins. CCZ is one of the companies that has like those ear fins. They've had them on a lot of different ones. What was it called? The Emerald or something, and the Melody, which is one I had, the Warrior, and the Plume. I still have the Warrior and the Plume. I think one of our charity giveaways, I gave away the other two. So anyway, this is a dynamic driver and a balanced armature. And inside the package, you get, your manual and QC. And you get two different tips, which is good. That's actually an extra bag of tips that you don't usually get with things. So you get these white ones that are kind of medium bore. And then you get these smoke ones that are pretty much the same, maybe a little bit wider bore. Very similar in the feel of them. They're kind of on the firm side. Here's that cable. L connector, 3.5 millimeter. That dual, kind of what you get with CCA and KZ. Very similar there. Your splitter right there. And the air hooks are probably going to need to be heated and redone, but as you can see, it is a thick 2-pin connector. I'm gonna try to disconnect that, even though that's in there really good. There we go. So there you see it right there. It's more squarish than a regular QDC. May fit B-line, I'm not 100% sure. But let's look at the unit itself. Let me take this tip off. What do I like? Very long nozzle, metal nozzle. You got that screen mesh right there. See the big old dynamic driver. There's a nice ear fin made out of silicone that fits the ear really well. It's kind of cool design. 3 colors, I believe. This is the one that's more purplish. Although, because I have different colored lights everywhere, it kind of looks a little different. But it is more purplish. There's a silver and there's also a black. So, faceplate and everything. It's plastic. It's all plastic. Resin, here. And this is just plastic. This isn't metal or anything. Looks nice, though, the accents and everything. Cable-wise, I don't know. I don't like the cable at all. I mean, look at that. The spirally thing there. You can easily take this cable and expose it to like a little, I'm not put it like open flame, but put it on something hot, maybe a heating pad or something, and then just put it on your ears or keep it in a shape like this, and then it'll end up going into that shape. But because of packing and then rolling it or something, it ended up really horrible like that. That's okay. I don't like this cable anyway. If I was going to use these full time, I would just use a different cable. I like the design though. So build quality, a little lighter than what you would expect from like a, as you can see, it's much different from a KZ. A little bit lighter than what a typical KZ would be. Little KZ feels just a little bit more thicker, and the back plates are usually metal, not all the time, but I do like the nozzle though. Plenty of reach with that nozzle right there. Tips go on nice and easy. Looks nice. Let's get into isolation comfort. Obviously, tried and true shape. The air hooks being all funky like this, it didn't really affect. They fit snug, but like I said, I can always just heat these somehow. I wouldn't suggest open flames or putting in water. Definitely not. But just heating it somehow indirectly, you can just keep it in this shape instead of it getting all funky and curly like that. What's important? Okay, now I forgot to look up the price. I believe it was like 40 or something for this one. Alright, what do we got? So we got roughly anywhere from 5083 to 4001 for these. I'm mostly seeing these on there. Let's go to Amazon, see what Amazon is, because that was eBay and I don't really. Alright, very good. Alright. You would honestly think that eBay would be, the bargain, right? But you got to be very careful when you buy stuff, because these are $25.99 on Amazon, which is a legitimate platform. Note that eBay isn't a legitimate platform, but there's a lot of people there trying to make more than their money back. And they're like $40, $50. They literally double the price on eBay. So I would get these off of, Ali or Amazon or Keep Hi-Fi or something like that that would have these. I don't know if Hi-Fi Go has these, but some of the better known platforms instead of like the eBay where you're taking a chance. One time I ordered the FIO something or whatever off of eBay, and when it came in I got a nice empty box, so that was really, really nice. Alright, wow, I am seeing a bunch of colors for this. Let's go up here and see if we can just take a look at all the different colors before I get into the sound signature. So that's what these are, but because of the lighting, it doesn't look that way. Then we have the silver. Then we have the black. That is completely different. That's the coffee bean. I never had those, to be honest. That one, I don't know what that one is. That actually looks really, really nice. That, I think, is the Warrior. That I had, that was what the Hurricane, Cyclone, I don't know what the hell it was called. So, alright, so you get these three colors. Okay, and the coffee bean is still a really, really nice one. Very similar to the Melody and the Emerald. Let's get into the sound with this. I don't believe, I'm going to look. I don't believe there is. Now, see, that is not the cable that comes with it. It's showing this cable right here. That is definitely not the cable that comes with it. Or at least mine. That isn't the cable that came with mine. Mine looks like a KZ knockoff. So, just looking through this, looking at the different ones. Okay, my notes. Sound-wise, that's the most important thing. Let's just get into the sound with this. I'll give you a really quick assessment of the sound because we're going like into the 10 minutes. Very, very nice, kind of enjoyable, kind of fun. Not the funnest, but kind of a fun signature. It's warm and smooth. Very, very good sub-bass. Mid-bass punchy, but it's not dominant. The mids, very thick, smooth kind of mids. Enough information. Male vocals sound fantastic on it. Female vocals not as energetic. The upper frequencies not as emphasized. There is some nice kind of naturalness to them, but they hold back just a little bit, so they're not the most sparkly and airy. Soundstage is decently width. It's above average. It has sufficient imaging and accuracy there. It's definitely far from bad in that department. Because of the fin that's made out of like a nice soft silicone and everything, comfort is very good on these. It's already that tried and true guitar pick shape. I found isolation very good. They're extremely lightweight, so you could wear these all day. This would be a wonderful second pair, or a pair if you're traveling and you don't want to worry about something expensive to lose. I think that these would do very, very good. They're easy to drive. They sound decent. There's nice bass, there's nice mids and everything. It's not obviously not for critical listening. It's more of toward the enjoyable. I would call it more enjoyable than the fun, because the fun would be like really heavy bass and really sparkling high V-shaped. This is more of a mild V-shape. And it sounds decent for the cost. Would I get this over, say, what was the latest one? The ZSN Pro 2, whatever was out in, I don't know. I think I like the Pro 2 a little bit better. But this one still is very, very decent, and it's unique. CCZ makes a unique product. And that's about it. That's all we can say about this now. We're going over that 10-minute mark. Thank you again for watching. This has been the BC04 from CCZ. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.